My name is Maya Steven, and I'm from Lake Worth, Florida. I started playing soccer, I think at like 5 or 6. My entire family loved soccer. I have 3 brothers, so it's super easy to just grab a ball and go outside and play with them. So I just started really young. It drove my competitive spirit. Never looked back. My mom's German and my father's Haitian. So individually, they both loved soccer. That was like their sport within their country and like cultural background. But I think I work well on my own. Like I'm my own self-motivation. So it was always just like me running outside, trying to get better. There was like no real outside influence. Played like 2 years. My first time playing was a local rec team. I played for Lantana Rec Soccer. So I played 2 years in elementary and then only really played in middle school and high school. But yeah, those were like my formative years and like what I remember just being like falling in love with the sport. I played every sport in high school and middle school, but soccer was like the #1 for sure. I knew I wanted to leave Florida and kind of like see the world, get an education, use soccer as a way to do that as well. So I did a soccer ID camp my summer of junior year, got scouted by some coaches, committed to an NAIA school in Boston called Fisher College. I went there after graduating high school, played 2 years there. We made it to playoffs our first year. It was pretty fun, first time in school history. So that was cool. But after that I transferred, moved out to California, finished my studies at Sacramento State, got a bachelor's degree in communications. Knew I wanted to stay involved in sports, mainly soccer, but after graduating college with my degree, I kind of just like went in survival mode and had to get a job. Dedicated some of my time to working in mental health, which really led me to being the person I am today. I'm really, I think, patient with people. I like my work to have value and purpose. So I translate that now into what I do for the Washington Spirit. But yeah, I've kind of been all over. A few different states, a few different cities, kind of like building a robust background. I think that realization came last year, honestly. I was just like, yes, I'm getting paid good money. Yes, I like what I do, but I'm not in love with this. And I was 25 at the time, and I was just like, I don't want to be someone who's working to survive. I want to like have fun, be passionate about what I'm doing, and really care about what I'm doing. And outside of work, I always found myself at a soccer game. So I was like, how do I combine this? Like, how do I make this my paycheck? How do I survive off of this instead? I went to grad school to become a therapist, dropped out. I just knew I wasn't going down the right path. And I think this whole time I knew where I wanted to be within the women's game, specifically women. I just feel such a comfort being around strong female leaders and athletes. It's super comforting. So yeah, just kind of made that transition. I think I applied to I swear over like 100 jobs in the last year, just like trying to get my foot in the door, get started in an industry. I was willing to talk to anyone, connect with anyone, kind of just, start that conversation. And it's crazy that I am where I am now because I've envisioned this for so long. I tell people I'm still in like my dream state. I'm like, oh wow, I work in women's professional soccer. Like it can't get any better than this.
Take us to that moment, where you were when either you get the email for the interview or like, just take us there a little bit.
It's actually funny. It was a Friday. It was not necessarily the best Friday for me. My previous job was remote, so I was working from home, but I actually was like, I need some fresh air. I need to like see people interact. So I went to my local coffee shop down the street, Somewhere Cafe, and I'm on my laptop working, honestly, obviously, like not trying to work in this industry that I'm in. And I get a call and I answer it, and it's Emma, my new boss. And she was like, hey Maya, like what's going on? I was like, nothing, what's going on here? Haven't heard from them either for like 3 weeks. So I was just like, all right, giving up on that role, having to move on to the next thing. But yeah, she said I got the position, and I just remember kind of being like frozen in time. Like it was pretty rough to detach from what was happening and what I was hearing. But yeah, it was amazing. I remember calling my family and my best friend right after and being like, I got the job. And my mom she couldn't even believe it. She's like, what? Like, this is it, this is it. So it still feels so recent, like it happened yesterday, because I still have that feeling inside. Kind of like, like I made it, like I'm here. I worked hard to get to this point and it paid off. So yeah, it was a pretty cool day. I work for the Washington Spirit, and I'm an administrative assistant for their business operations department. I work directly under our president, MMA. So I already knew, like, working directly under her, I'd be learning so much about business. She comes from so many different markets within sports. But yeah, so I kind of just assist really with brand, marketing, communications. I'm kind of like the helper and assistant for everyone. So it is cool. I'm learning, what everyone does individually. And for myself, I'm understanding what I might like to take away from this and where I want to like specifically go. I started a social platform called Kicks Undefined. I think women athletes struggle with only getting the spotlight when they break records, right? They're the first to do something, the highest scoring XYZ, and I found that to be, embarrassing for the sports industry. Like, we should be highlighting these women in ways that male athletes are highlighted. Specifically, I love fashion. I love someone's personal style, whether it's not my style, what I'm wearing on my body, but I think everyone shows their personality and what they decide to wear. Athletes especially, the spotlight's always on them. So yeah, I wanted to start this social platform to kind of just encompass, a comfortable, safe space for athletes to be showcased in a way it wasn't sports specific. You can be a mom, you can be an ally, you can be, something super personal to your culture or identity, and it be showcased and it not be related to your statistics coming off of the game. Specifically, I focus on fashion, but there's a lot that comes into that. Athletes in the league are wearing a lot of social justice type of apparel. So, you're learning about an athlete based off what they're wearing, again, beyond the pitch. So yeah, it's kind of just, it's a fun thing I've started. I've liked it. A lot of players have, followed the account and enjoy the account. I think they understand what I'm trying to do, and it's fun for them as much as it's fun for me. But yeah, it's like my little baby. We're growing slowly but surely. Yeah, I think the word legacy means a lot to me. I would say I use it as a daily driving force just to try to do better, push myself, help someone. I don't think it's about how large of an impact I make, it's about the impact that I make, especially on little Black girls or queer women or any type of cultural similarity I might have with someone. Again, we're put in so many boxes that any barrier I break shows someone similar to me that they can do the same. And I think we as in someone like me, struggle with seeing that in pop culture and in media. But as you can see now, right, our spaces are changing, and that's amazing. So I have role models now to look up to, and I'm hoping to pass that on and be a role model for the next generations to come as well.